I wanted to make a quick video because I've noticed that on a lot of my videos, I've been wearing Air Force or Civil Air Patrol t-shirts, and I am pretty sure that not everybody knows what Civil Air Patrol is or what it entails, my involvement in pertaining to the mission in the nation of Japan. Well, for starters, let's talk about Civil Air Patrol. So, Civil Air Patrol is the official United States Air Force auxiliary, and it has several different missions that it does. Its primary mission is cadet education in aerospace and aeronautics with search and rescue, and it also supplements Air Force missions when needed. It is not active duty military, it is auxiliary. So it's not nothing to be concerned about for anyone that would watch this video and you want to enroll your kid in CAP. It's a great program for kids, fantastic program for kids. So a little more about Civil Air Patrol. So since Civil Air Patrol's formation during the earliest days of the Second World War, the vigilant organization of citizen airmen has been committed to service to the United States of America. CAP was founded on December 1st, 1941 to mobilize the nation's civilian aviation resources for national defense services. CAP has evolved into a premier public service organization that still carries out emergency service missions when needed in the air and on the ground. As part of the Air Force Total Force Partner, the auxiliary of the United States Air Force, otherwise known as Civil Air Patrol, is there to search for and find the lost, provide comfort in times of disaster, and work to keep the homeland safe. So we're part of the Department of Defense. We're responsible for civilian defense and safety. It's 56,000 members selflessly devote their time, energy, and expertise toward the well-being of their communities, while also promoting aviation-related fields through aerospace and STEM education and helping shape future leaders through CAP's cadet program. Civil Air Patrol's mission for America are many, and today's adults and cadets perform their duties with the same vigilance as its founding members, preserving CAP's 80-year legacy of service and maintaining its commitment to nearly 1,500 communities nationwide. CAP's mission and vision statement is that volunteers serving America's communities, saving lives and shaping futures. Their core values are integrity, volunteer service, excellence and respect, and reflect the Air Force's values exactly. So many of the programs in CAP are really great, but the two that I'm going to focus on are the ones that I'm involved with, and that's the cadet programs and emergency services. Now, Civil Air Patrol's cadet program transforms youth into dynamic Americans and aerospace leaders through a curriculum that focuses on leadership, aerospace fitness, and character. As cadets participate in these four elements, they advance through a series of achievements, earning honors and ranks, such as in the United States Air Force, increased responsibility along the way, of course. Many of the nation's astronauts, pilots, engineers, and scientists first explored their careers through CAP. And as in emergency services, being always prepared both in the air and on the ground, members of the Civil Air Patrol perform emergency services for state and local agencies as well as the federal government as the civilian auxiliary of the U.S. Air Force, and for states, local communities as a nonprofit organization. Ever vigilant, these true patriots make a difference in their communities, not only assisting in times of disaster, but also searching for the lost and protecting the homeland. What exactly does CAP do according to the mission in the nation of Japan? So Civil Air Patrol has given me a lot of different experiences. I am currently serving in the Alaska wing as the CDI, Character Development Officer, or the Chaplain Support Specialist for the 76th wing up there, Birchwood Squadron. And it's given me a great opportunity in order to just interact with cadets from all walks of life and be able to inspire them in different avenues of just character development and integrity, stuff like that. But it's also helped me grow myself a lot in those areas because I need to know exactly what those types of things are and implemented in order to be able to teach them. So one of the things that is a blessing for me in Alaska is I get to work very closely with the base chaplain on JBER, Joint Base Elmerdorf and Richardson. And he has just been a great mentor to me during my journey in to CAP. So jump right into what this has to do with the mission in the nation of Japan. So in Japan, we work with a lot of military, Marine, Navy, Air Force, that just they've stationed away from home. They're there on a long-term assignment, and they need to connect back to their faith, some of them, or they need to be introduced to Jesus. Some of these guys don't know Jesus, or they know of Jesus, but they don't know him personally. And so one of the things that I am allowed to do through the Air Force Auxiliary is just connect with service members on a much more military type level. Now, there's always going to be that distinction of active duty versus auxiliary, of course, actual service and auxiliary service. But it allows me to have a common ground with them that really bridges those gaps and connects them. And I'm hoping and praying that Civil Air Patrol, Air Force Auxiliary, will be a way that in the future will serve the mission in more ways than just, being able to connect with youth and young adults. So I'm hoping that it'll be able to help me kind of bridge a gap and be able to make a familiar connection with some of these guys, and be able to understand their lingo and where they're coming from, and be able to minister them more effectively in the nation of Japan. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I really appreciate if you would just leave me a comment, like the video, and share it. Share the channel. You don't have to share this video. It's probably, hundreds of other videos that you would enjoy about the nation of Japan on our channel. Thank you for the support. God bless. We'll see you next time.